Hi friends, welcome to Tutors Funny channel. Today I am going to teach the cancellation part. In our last video I complete the flight transaction. You can call it as the booking, flight booking or flight transaction. You can call this as a what the relationship between flight transaction and cancellation. What's the relationship? One transaction as one cancellation. So this is the one transaction ID. So if you have booked the ticket. Okay, so your ticket is there, your transaction ID is there. So what is the your transaction your only your ID will be cancellation. So only the particular cancellation. So one to one relationship. Only one ID. So here one flight transaction as one cancellation. If you are to if you want to if you want to check from here cancellation and flight transaction here, one cancellation consists of one flight transaction, not more. So one to one relationship, right? So how to implement this one? Very simple. Let's go back over here. I'm going to go back to my open up another terminal. I'm going to create the model. uh, Migration. So what is the migration I'm going to teach? Flight cancellation. Just type the name, only the cancellation, it's enough. Cancellations. That's cancellation, right? Cancellation. Keep all the things are simple capital, sorry, simple. Okay, flight PHP migration, create cancellation table, press enter key. You have to wait until the cancellation table has been created. It's created successfully. Now let's go back to your migration. From here, what you're going to do is here, what I'm going to do is your flight transaction, you write the string, you put it here. Here, how to do the thing is here, flight transaction ID and cancellation ID. So you have to have the cancellation date only we need that, only the date. Okay, so we no need to add the this one. Okay, so here we have tried the foreign key. So foreign key you have tried it as a how to add it here like this. How to add it? Okay, this one should be the our flight transaction table. Flight transactions. That flight transaction ID. We need a foreign key flight transaction ID. Right. Because we have a file, save all. You will make this one as a PHP artisan migrate. PHP artisan migrate. Type migrate. It's migrated successfully. You can see the migration has been completed successfully. We have completed the this one. Okay, right. Perfect. Now what you're going to do is we have added the things successfully. Now let's back to our controller section. So controller, so let's create the controller. So how to create the controller? So you have to write a migration model control. So flight cancellation controller, cancel cancellation controller. Cancellation controller has been created successfully. Okay, now we have done the cancellation control successfully. Now what you are going to do is here you have to do the things. Go to the cancellation controller. If you have to add the module, that's your cancellation. You have to add the model first. So model, you have to create the model. Cancellation. To create the model successful cancellation, you have to go here. You have to give as this one as a table which name is cancellation. So here is the name. This name cancellation. But this is the name where your database has been created cancellation. The migration name. You have to write it over here. The ID should be the primary key. What are the fields there? Date and flight transaction ID. Date. Another thing is a flight transaction ID. Right. Okay, so here this is the table. So here this one here as a we have to implement the relationship between flight transaction and cancellation one-to-one relationship. So how to implement the one-to-one relationship? You have to write it like this simple way. Okay, you have to write it like this simple way. I have to create the variable cancellation. So I have created the function which is a cancellation. I'm going to create the I have created the function which is a cancellation. So how to implement the relationship one-to-one relationship? Return this. So you have to write, you can write like this way, or you have to write like this way. You follow this way now. So get this one. Model, this is a cancellation. So where's a cancellation? This is a cancellation. So what's the ID? What's the ID which is meaning of HID? This flight transaction ID. Set foreign key. Okay, so what's the ID? Okay, right. So okay, the cancellation as to one relationship. Okay, so here it belongs to the second one. Here goes the cancellation. It belongs to, you have to write the belongs to. It belongs to where? You have to write flight transaction. Here you have to write belongs to. So right, you have already written flight transaction. So it belongs to this one. Belongs to, you write like this way, this path. This all things you have written. We make the changes. Belongs to which one? Flight transaction. There's the flight transaction. This is flight transaction. Right, flight transaction ID. This we have foreign key, you have write it. Okay, right. So one-to-one relationship. The flight transaction, which is a belongs to, one belongs to one cancellation. Okay, so that is the relationship your save. One-to-one relationship. How to implement this one? Flight transaction. First you have to take the flight transaction, you have to create a method which is a cancellation. Here you are establish the relationship as to one relationship. So you have to write first you have to where your models reside on, you have to call the model inside app folder models and cancellation. This is a foreign key. Write the foreign key properly. Flight transaction ID. This is a flight transaction ID as one flight transaction ID. So it's a foreign key. So ID means this flight ID, right? So this is a flight transaction which is a foreign key. Okay, if you are right or not, it's not. It take care of the foreign key. Don't worry. So this one as a cancellation ID. Cancellation you have to write a flight transaction. So here it's cancellation. Here you have to flight transaction. It belongs to one cancellation. You have to write like this. You have to create a function flight transaction. That's it. It is needed for the relationship purpose. Okay, right. If you done the things successfully, you make sure to save this one. Okay, be sure to save the save the your work. Okay, be sure to save your work. Then only the relationship will be established. Right. That's the thing you have to do. Right. Now after that, what you're going to have create the relationship successfully. You have done the relationship, right? So I'm going to continue the another part in my next video tutorial. Thank you for watching.